B squared. B squared. I'm gonna take my blood pressure real quick on camera.
It's really weird. That's how we starting this out, huh?
Talked about health last week.
We did. And you had a couple of more tests. How did those go for you?
No dates. Me and Ron still dating. He ain't called me yet though.
My bad, y'all. You taking your blood pressure?
We are not alone. Somebody's here with us.
Y'all have to excuse us. We're having an interesting day. We just came from a funeral. Our grand pet, Mermaidia. Mermaidia Hayes.
Grandpet.
Grand pet. We ain't got no grandchild. Thank God. Cross my fingers. Hallelujah. Mermaidia Hayes went on to be with the Lord on maybe yesterday. But we had our funeral today. That straight says hair. Anyway, we did a Rudy on the Cosby type funeral for our baby. And it was very interesting. I sure wish we would have went ahead and videotaped it, but that is a personal matter. So we did not videotape it.
It was a beautiful homegoing celebration.
We had Louis Armstrong, What a Wonderful World playing as we processioned to the restroom. And then Reverend Ben Hayes went ahead and gave some words of encouragement.
Bow your heads.
Oh, no. He bowed their heads and he prayed because the fishes are now fishing and fishing and fishing and fishing.
It was a good fish.
I wasn't prepared. Me and Riley were laughing during the prayer. But as long as the baby is yet laughing and not so hurt. Blood pressure is 137/79, just in case anybody was wondering. Anyway, you know you can find almost anything on YouTube. So I was joking with him and I said, I'm going to look for fish funeral music. And he was like, X's for eyes, I'm dead. And I said, watch. Do y'all know if y'all go to YouTube and put fish funeral music, there's actual songs for fish funerals? Not none of them that will come up right now as I'm talking about it. But What a Wonderful World was the first one on the list, so we went ahead and used it. The third or fourth song on the list was from Nemo. Just Keep Swimming, Just Keep Swimming. Remix though, that bug is fire.
We had like little dance breaks.
Yes, we do. And then somebody was twerking.
It was a homegrown celebration.
Reverend Hayes was twerking. Now, let me set the atmosphere. Now, I'm in my nightgown. Riley's in her nightgown. And this nut right here had his undershirt, his boxers on. But
I had shorts. I had boxers on.
Okay, shorts. Excuse me. He went to the closet and said, I got to get my funeral tie. He came back with a black funeral tie, almost cut off his daggone circulation, and was wearing his tie with his undergarments. I'm so done. Riley couldn't take him seriously. Clearly, he wants to show y'all his new glasses. Ben can now see. Almost $700 later, he can see. And what did you say that you saw differently than before? Was it the tree, the leaves on the tree or something?
No, that was not me.
No, Riley.
That was Riley telling us she see the grass was had different individual blades.
Individual blades. She just thought it was all green before.
My chin hair is a little bit.
Oh yeah, it was your hairs.
Defined.
Your wisdom is showing more than you thought. You got wisdom over here too and up here. Oh,
whoa!
I thought we was pointing it out. My bad.
Since we want to talk about hair,
so we're not. So remember,
no, we are.
No.
We just did.
So remember last week I told y'all I was gonna do something different Well, I also said if it ain't done by next week, mind your business. As you can see,
As we lay,
no, sir, no, that's not your ministry.
forget about tomorrow.
I still ain't did that with my hair. However, there is a plan in place. There is YouTube videos being watched, and today is the day.
Today?
Today.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow. But today is the day that I'm going to do me and Riley's hair. I might do one of us today and one of us tomorrow. That's why I said that. Anyway. So, next week, y'all should see something different than this ponytail. But guess what? If you don't, either something went awry on the try, or that rhyme. Either something
went awry on the try.
Something went awry, or it didn't happen. And mind your business. What's your hair look like? Anyway, my hair is, as Ben calls it, blue springs at the this part, and Kansas City in the back. Mine doesn't have a curl pattern, so I struggle on what to do with it because it's straight right here and it goes, but it's fuzzy straight, not just like all the way relaxer straight. So I haven't had a relaxer in probably 8 years. So,
8 years? No, my mic gonna put you on blast like that. It ain't been on 8 years.
what has it been? When's the last time I had a relaxer?
The last time you did a relaxer, we were at the other location.
Which
and
one?
we were here 2 years. So
Riley's 9.
it was, I remember exactly when it was because of the fact it was the conversation that you had where you was like, yeah, I talked to this guy and I told him we ready for a house. I see him at the James guy.
No, you trying to say I did a relaxer before we moved in here?
Yes.
Right before? That's untrue.
It was like around Joe's birthday.
Sir, that's untrue.
So Joe's birthday was in...
So clearly,
listen,
when men think that they know all about, you don't know me.
I know.
Y'all can't even say, you seriously, nigga shaking the table.
What did you say?
I'm sorry, Mom. Your son's a bad influence. I was only quoting with the insert from Love and Hip Hop.
No.
Ella taught me how to cuss.
You said that bad word. I don't even say it no more.
You gonna lie right there?
I have a new word now.
What's your new word?
What did you say last night on TV? I missed it.
How you have a new word you don't remember it? That's a lie right there. You say the N word when you're not on this camera.
I do not.
Don't front for the camera.
I do not.
You can't.
I do not.
You can't even.
I do not.
Okay. Y'all, it's a goofy type of day. We have really nothing going on. It's awesome. We've been requested by the child to go to Dollar Tree to get some rubber bands so she can make a bracelet and necklaces for her friends at school. Chokers and bracelets. Gonna put yours on and me not have mine on, huh? Okay. Always trying to one up somebody.
That's what stars do.
What stars do?
I'm the star of this production. Place of the show.
Okay. Rise true inside, making bracelets. We got to go to the hair store. And that's about it. But next weekend is Father's Day weekend.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. What are we doing for Father's Day?
Well, got nothing.
You going to church? I may or may not be going to church, and I have to work. Made a sister work on Father's Day.
See, they will never make you work on Mother's Day. They said it's Mother's Day weekend. Don't worry about it.
They didn't call MET for the associates for Father's Day, but HR don't count. Ain't that something?
It is what it is. What's done is done.
I forgot what I was gonna say to you.
Wait a minute. That's been a theme this weekend.
Oh, not this weekend, the whole week.
No, I just remember from yesterday. Every time you try to have a conversation, you'll start off. So there was this. Where was I? You hadn't started.
You know how you're busy and you have everything in the world going on in your head, and you're trying to have a conversation, and then something interrupts you.
Squirrel.
Lots of squirrel moments. I've been very, very busy at work and trying to balance work, and I want the certification, so I have to study.
How much studying you do this week?
I have read a chapter.
On what day of the week did you read that?
I don't know. It was a Monday? I can't remember. I did read on one of these days. I don't even remember. Today's Saturday. So, let's start there. I don't know. I have read, it wasn't even a chapter. Wait, your procedure was last weekend. I might be lying. I don't mean to. Last Friday. See, it's a week ago within the week. Last Friday. I read a chapter or two in the hospital waiting for him. So I need to get on it because I take a test on July 2nd. Y'all pray for me. And I had to have that conversation with Ben and be like, look, I am stressed. I got work. I got this test that I'm paid to take. I don't want to fail it. Got home, because I come home, I cook and whatnot, and try to get the child ready. Because when she gets picked up, she act like she ain't ate 5 days. She wants a meal, not a snack, a meal. So I try to at least be started, and we on new schedules, both of us. So was it last week? Last week, Ben started working 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, except for he only worked a couple of days because last week was Memorial Day weekend.
I worked Memorial Day. I worked
half the day.
After. I worked a full day Memorial Day.
And then you worked half day on Thursday.
Whoa, back up. I worked a full day Memorial Day.
You got off 2 hours early.
Listen. Whoa. Did I get paid my full salary for working on Memorial Day?
Yes. You ain't got the goal to get paid.
Who's just gonna pay me not showing up?
On a holiday, yeah.
I worked my full schedule on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, half day on Thursday, and Friday.
Friday you was off. That's when you had your procedure. Can't hear you.
I'm still here.
So he was off. So he only worked about 3 days.
I was
3 and a
working
half.
on Friday.
Okay, 3.5 days.
I worked on Thursday as well.
Half day, I said.
When I was sitting there at the Porcelain Gods, I was working.
Okay, so 3.5 days he worked last week. So this week was supposed to be the first week that he did a full week, and then he only worked 4 days, because he had testing. But we already talked about it. Anyway, so
maybe I was hiding from somebody.
Who?
From work. I don't know.
That don't make sense.
I said maybe.
Maybe it don't make sense. Hypothetically, it don't make sense. So, anyway, we are adjusting to that. Am I getting on your nerves yet by you working a shift where you see me more often?
No, the dynamics are not as I thought they would be with the high stress dynamics of the household. They're not there. because
What do you mean? Elaborate. High stress. What was high stress?
I keep things mellow. I smooth things out when I'm around.
What was high stress before you got here?
It's chaos.
Oh, everything's chaos unless you're involved.
Then I had to fix things this week. That baby talking about she was ready for her cycle.
So I don't know at what age y'all talk to y'all kids about menstrual. However, I decided to have that conversation with Riley so she understands what's to come and all this other stuff. Now she is 100% excited about having one, and this one right here is losing it daily.
I'm not losing it daily. It's just that if I was here, we would have waited a little longer for those conversations.
Why? You don't know when that happened.
Exactly. Surprise!
We're not gonna be surprised. Surprise ain't the name of the game. Preparation is key.
And now she's anticipating. She's excited. She has a little bit of a issue. And
losing it daily.
I'm not losing it daily.
Every day is something else. Like, oh, why we talking about that? Y'all talking about that? What you doing? So anyway, back to what I was saying before he got me on a tangent. So I was telling him like the stressors and how I felt like I was drowning a little bit trying to do work life study balance. I'm not as young as I was when I went to school full time, worked full time, had Maya. I'm not that, and it's a different type of job. You know, when I was working full time with Maya, it was mindless customer service. Like, I'm trying to either sell you something or I'm trying to help you with your incoming call on your bill or something like that. So anyway, so I was like, this ain't gonna work. And so he came up with a plan of him to trying to take over some things throughout without okay.
Let me clear that.
You sure? No, you're not. You about to do it again. So he was like, I'll cook. I'll take care of the child. Tell her to just get her a snap until I get home because I've been working late.
A snack?
Snack.
Oh, okay.
Because I've been working late. Like, I pick her up, come home, still working until like 9 p.m. So he was like, that way you can get a study routine going and not have to flip out, not have to not pass. That's the key. So, good daddy went ahead and had a conversation with the child who
did not listen.
who doesn't appreciate any of the conversation that he had with her. She is a mama's girl. She's a daddy's girl, but she's a mama's girl. What's the look for?
I ain't seen her say daddy nothing yet.
she love her daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Can't nobody gonna do something to you. It's gonna be on. She be locomotive punching somebody.
We will see.
Anyway, she's mama girl, and so she wants to be up under me, or at least in my vicinity. What is the problem? Why are you zooming in on yourself? That's a manual zoom in.
Mama's baby, daddy's baby.
Boy, don't even put that out there. Now how you gonna put that out there like that? Now correct that.
I ain't got nothing to do with it.
I'm just saying in your face in front of these people.
Again?
Yes.
Keep talking about your mental health issues.
I didn't say anything about my mental health. Excuse you?
You just about punching me in the face.
That ain't about my mental health. That's because you trying to act like that child ain't yours.
I didn't say that.
Is that what you trying to say?
That's not what I said.
I want you to go ahead and say that. Make it clear.
I didn't say anything.
Because we gonna do a DNA test. They gonna be looking at y'all like this is not necessary.
Continue about your week.
Anyway, that's not what I was talking about. You act like you are you here? Are you present? you're not doing a good job being even keel here.
I am very even keel.
No, you're not. Just because your face does this. What facial expression did you make one time? Oh, that's you were trying to say dead don't look good on you. Okay, you're not gonna do that.
X's in my eyes.
Anyway, so I was appreciative of all I was trying to say.
Who's Romanian?
Too soon. Y'all hear that?
She wore death very well.
I'm done. You go ahead. Say what you gonna
Did
say.
Did she not wear death well?
Shh. But y'all can hear you. I'm done. I'm done with it. X.
She wore it very well. You the one.
You gonna knock this painting down. Go on.
What?
Talk about your day. Your week.
My week? My week was uneventful. Everything I set out to accomplish, I accomplished.
Except for there's now 3 blades on the ceiling fan. Remember last week there was 2. There's 3 blades on their ceiling fan, yet it came with 5. So did you accomplish everything that you were supposed to accomplish?
Yes.
The ceiling fan is on that list and it's not done.
When I'm supposed to just climb up there by myself and risk my life and limb.
Yes. Don't fall until you get the last one on. You guys put the 2 more blades
you
on
wanted
there.
me to try to climb up the ladder to the roof of the house and put on blades.
That is not the roof. Oh my goodness, one day we're gonna spin this around. Our house a little chaotic right now because we have a ladder in the middle of the living room.
Waiting for assistance so that the things can go
I
up.
was helping you yesterday. You got one up and your back started hurting. You said we was gonna do the other 2 here today.
But why did I not do them earlier in the week when I asked on Monday?
You didn't do it earlier in the week because you didn't want to.
I asked on Monday.
And I said, okay.
You said you were
I'm
busy.
available.
You said you were busy.
Available.
You just told me you were busy all week long,
But
working until 9 p.m.
I would have called.
What are your hours? What are your office hours? Red? 8 and 5.
Oh, I was like red.
What are your office hours?
5 a.m. to 1 p.m.
With? What about the extended time frame you've been working for free?
That's because we had to put in some MET, and you still didn't put that in the pantry. MET, and so I have multiple buildings to run, and so this week was a little tedious on those. Next week I think will be a little better.
So back to my point, you were not available.
I could have been available
when you were working.
When I got done at
on
11
your
o'clock.
full-time job, 11 o'clock p.m. And you would say it.
What is that? That be me asleep.
You see the Z's above my head?
No. Don't. I don't see them.
So, as I said, I was ready all week long. I sat waiting patiently for her to take a break from her afternoon job. Because her office hours are between 5 a.m. and 1 p.m. Some people leave their work on the outside of the house. She brought her work home, which is okay.
I mean, because I can't stay at the job. I have to pick up the child, make sure she gets here. Because we only have the before and after care on Monday through Wednesdays.
Right. And I was
and you
waiting.
don't get off work until
Bottom
5.
line, I was waiting patiently.
I know that you're going to be a gentleman. Let me speak.
You are not, Liz. Okay, how you work on that?
Y'all, if y'all have not watched Ready to Love, go watch it. I told him I need a Liz spirit up inside of me. Now, she going to fight with the Ella spirit that's already in me. That's my grandmother. However, I'm working on my Liz spirit. That's what we going to call that. That's a Liz spirit. Man tried to argue with her, get loud. She said, I know that you're going to be a gentleman and let me speak. I'm working on that. One day. Go on.
Glory comes.
No. That wasn't a cue to you singing.
You said go on. You said go on.
Go on with what you were saying.
Oh. as I was saying, I was patiently waiting, keeping an even keel to balance things out. And I was waiting to get assistance with trying to put up a blade or two. We got one.
And wasn't I there to help you?
Yes, but that was not until Friday.
You have a whole
After-
other person that lives here. She could have put her leg on the thing. I was sitting right there, working in the living room.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. Happy birthday, Hollywood Hayes.
You shouted out, scared me. Happy birthday, Hollywood Hayes. That's how you guys say it. That's it.
Is it?
Ben's old. That's your youngest nephew. 25. A big 2-5. You old. You know, I'm only 30. Oh. Wait, you did too much count. You done added too much.
Add numbers to it. Tell me to stop. Choose your own adventure.
Guess I can't be 25 with a 19-year-old. I'm gonna work on my calculation. I guess I'm actually no. I'm not the youngest I could be. Could be younger.
About the youngest I could be.
I'm knocking on 40's door. Won't let me in. Said it's not time, but I'm a cough away. Not a COVID cough, a regular cough, a regular clear your throat type of cough. Me. We singing again? We did enough singing in the road trip package.
I didn't do a lot of singing in the road. You did that while I was singing.
You sang with me, whether you captured it on tape or not.
I hummed.
You and Pops was full-fledged singing. Y'all was in worship with me. Have any of you all gotten back to church? In the physical, like inside the church?
I never left church. The church was inside of me.
I'm over him today. This is going to be a very short video. I'm over you. How do you feel like church went on Sunday?
This past Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
It was all right. I think that
what's been the difference? Since you have been there
there's a lot of people
during
in
the
there.
pandemic.
There's a lot of people in there that hadn't been there. So, like you said, I haven't not been. So we've been kind of rolling with the thing. Everything we kind of rolled with was kind of keep going. And I believe because we didn't go back as quickly as some other churches, it made it a lot easier for us because the world is open up. We just decided to open up the church house. So some of the things that we didn't have to deal with because of the threat level is lower, it seems like. So, not that it's gone away. But heck, the flu never went away either. It comes back every year.
Facts.
So, I think that based on that, it was good to be back, have people back, trying to get, like I said, what they call normalcy, but I don't think that really ever is going to be. The pandemic was bad, but it was had some good things come from it. It made people do things that they didn't do in the past, and I think
Like what?
Like the streaming and the being put in things, making more avenues for people to be able to join in worship in different ways. I think that you can't be wrong with that. I mean, something we probably should have been doing a while back. It forced the hands of a lot of places to do certain things. Things that the funniest thing that happened though was when Pastor said, "Touch your neighbors." He was like,
and he's like, never mind. Don't touch it. Don't touch. That was funny. He was like, and then he tried to do it again at the end. And he was like, "No, just elbow. Just take your elbow." And I'm like, "We just gonna have to skip that part.
Experience.
It is new." And then we don't do the meet and greet for everybody, where you get up and hug everybody. So that was very interesting. I thought that my anxiety would be higher than it was. I think that going to work every day and still working allowed it to not be as stressful for church. And I think as much as I always had anxiety about not only going back to church, but going anywhere, honestly, then what?
That's the thing. Like, these businesses and your industry, for one, did not stop.
Mm-hmm.
So it was get over that and keep on moving,
Mm-hmm.
and risk your life to come over here and do what you got to do.
Or
don't
have income.
Right. So when the church decides that we're going to open up the doors again, it wasn't like I don't want to say it wasn't a big deal, but it wasn't
it was a natural progression.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And I think that, like I said, the threat is lower now, but what we don't want to do is people just coming together and worship and getting everybody sick.
Right.
But businesses didn't give up
at all.
They was like, whatever.
Right.
Come in here and get your sickness in 2 weeks and you go back to work.
Temperature check that don't work. Temperature check and let's go.
Wear a mask and
work.
And work.
Use hand sanitizer.
And go home and take that to your family and hope for the best.
Yeah.
And that was it. Like, I mean, so I guess I get it. Like the churches and the hospital. Well, even the hospitals, they did take precautions, and they still taking precautions because there's a hospital.
Right. It's where sick people are.
But most of the world was like, or most of the world is like, do what you do. Mm-hmm. The mandates that were out there, they were kind of dumb in a way. I mean, yeah, you want to try to prevent people get sick. You want to try to like wearing a mask in this place. You can't wear.
Dumb.
Like, you talk about wearing. You go into a restaurant. You have a mask on going into a restaurant. But when you sit down, you don't have a mask. But
because you're eating.
Right.
You can't eat with a mask.
Exactly. They didn't care about when you sitting down.
Walking towards folks that already don't have a mask on, then you get to your space, and then they had tables separated. I don't think that was stupid.
I mean, supposedly it was supposed to work, but I don't think it made a difference. If you walk into a building,
but it made people feel better.
It made people feel better, but it didn't really.
I appreciate the mandates.
Or stop anything.
I appreciate the mandates. I need all the false security I need.
Okay.
And even if it's false security, it was very mental.
It was a sign of we're doing something, but we still open.
We're trying, but we don't want our business to go down. So
if you really wanted to do something, you would say, don't come in here and congregate at this facility, regardless if it's less people in here. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to one.
You are. Absolutely. I ain't saying your opinion is wrong. I'm just saying I appreciate the false sense of security that I got. Period.
Women always talking about what's something real, but then here you go.
Hey, it's false sense of security is what you called it.
Okay.
So I said I'll take that because I needed that after having COVID in January. I needed to feel like something is protected.
But that's
and then
my
I had
point.
to get back to reality because I can't stay in the house all day, every day. Heck, I was doing that besides going to work and still caught COVID. So I have to get out there and go on. So now, like when you go to stores and stuff, are you wearing your mask or you're done with masks?
Depends on what store I'm going to.
Why?
Depends on the area that if I feel like there's a threat.
Does one store have COVID and the other one don't?
No. You're missing my point.
Okay.
Like, if, let's just take Wally World, because I'm not going to give them a little credit. I will wear my wet mask. Again, the threat is not the store and the people in the store. It's the fact of, do I feel potential with somebody that might be sick and I don't know, that might get close? If I'm going into a Quick Trip or a Walmart Quick Trip, if I go pump gas, no mask. Mm-hmm. But if I'm going into the facility where somebody's going to be close to me, then I'm gonna wear one. If I gotta walk by somebody and I gotta walk through a line or whatever to get, yes, I'm gonna wear one. But I'm not gonna, again, if I'm not stopping, going and touching a handle, a cart or whatever, what am I kind of worried about? I'm more worried about standing close to somebody behind me in line that might have something more than walking into the facility.
So isn't that the same thing if you go to a restaurant and you're walking into like a group of people at the door trying to get seated and you don't have a mask on?
That's my point. If you're waiting in a area, in a waiting area with a group of people, I would probably have a mask. If
but you just said it was a false sense of security when they said you got to have your mask on till you sit down.
Let me finish. What I'm saying is, if there's a group of people in the waiting area and there's a lot of people, I don't know who has what. If I'm walking through, if I'm getting there, like if I go for lunch and there's no line and I gotta wait, I'm going straight through. I don't think about wearing a mask at that point because I'm not wearing the mask when I'm sitting down. And there's people going, like if you go into the restroom or whatever, the wait staff, whatever, that may have been at that table with a mask. If he had COVID when he walked through, he's gonna have COVID when he's sitting. Versus if that person walks over and drops up on his table, comes back to my table, I can't do anything about that. But if I'm in as they said, a herd of people sitting there, then I would have a little bit more of a reservation.
Cows.
You're not talking about the area where you group herd, the cows herd in one little area. I don't know. That's my point. Like if I'm going to be around the people, standing around for a length of time, then I would think that I would want to have a mask on. But if I'm walking through, it's no different than the wait staff walking through that may have been exposed to somebody or not. I mean, it's small and it's whatever, but it is what it is.
We'll just agree to disagree.
That's fine.
What about Costco?
Mask. Costco, Walmart, mask.
CVS.
Mask.
What store wouldn't you wear? Or would you just go
store
there? Yeah.
Like if I'm going to a restaurant that's not packed, I wear no mask.
Store.
I don't know if this is a store. Any stores I would.
Dollar Tree.
It depends on where I'm at. It depends on how busy it is. Like if I'm getting in to get out, again, it's that line situation. It's that stopping and standing amongst other people is where I have an issue.
So your comfort level is with lots of space.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you start seeing a build up, then
okay, now it's like okay, right. I would not go to a sporting event
at all.
I'm not gonna be a fan unless they're still spread out like the full capacity. I don't think I would be good with that.
No Chiefs for you.
No.
Cancel those tickets.
You ain't got no tickets. Speaking of which, I was talking to a coworker yesterday. Cheapest ticket to the Minnesota Vikings game preseason.
I was about to say what's
$125 a ticket
for all levels.
That was the top level, high level.
It's a whole pandemic.
And they said we get our money back.
Oh my. Well, you really know you ain't got no tickets. It ain't gonna be in your Father's Day envelope, not your birthday envelope, not your Christmas envelope, Valentine's Day, thank you for being you day. It ain't gonna be. I don't know if that's a real day. I'm gonna look it up.
Don't look it up.
It might be. So what's on your agenda for the next week?
The next week, I'm gonna try to go to my new department for 1 full week without taking a day off.
Fun facts. You Being You Day. It's called International Being You Day. It's on May 22nd.
You owe me a gift.
I don't owe you crap.
What about March 14th?
I don't owe you crap. If y'all don't know what March 14th is,
go look it up.
You need to go look it up because
don't talk about it. Just let them go look it up on the
I heard about it on TikTok and sent it to him. Let me tell y'all something. A mess. Now, Mom, don't go look that up. I ain't talking about you. Everybody else, y'all can look up March 14th.
Tell Jackie not to look it up.
Ain't Jackie, don't you look that up. But for everybody else,
Patrick. Patrick Williams. Go look up March 14th.
What put in on Google? What holiday is on March 14th?
Patrick.
It'll change
Williams.
your world.
Patrick Williams. Let me get close.
No, let's not.
Patrick Williams. If you don't know about March 14th, I recommend you find out.
I'm sorry, Diana. I should have never told him when I saw that TikTok, but you share with your husband, and sometimes I shouldn't have.
March 14th was the day that you took down the pantry door, wasn't it? No. So you painted it. It was March 14th.
Maybe next year. Maybe. 2022 is your year, Pumpkin. 2020 and 2021, they're throwaway years. Now, I gotta keep my promotions, but it's throwaway years. Okay? All right. All hearts and minds clear? You got anything else for the people on today?
We come this far by faith.
Are you done singing the old spirituals?
Leaning on the Lord.
Now y'all know why he in audio video.
Trusting
Okay. Got it.
He never.
No. Stop. So irritating. No, we not gonna hum. All right, y'all.
Can't turn around.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
We come this far by faith.
Are you done? Hey, just gonna keep on. Will you stop? You trying to give yourself a little beat and everything? We are going to let y'all go early on today. God bless y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Next Saturday, we will be back at this, and it will be Father's Day weekend. So we can talk more about gifting, because people should have gotten their gifts possibly by then. Maybe we'll get him on camera opening his gifts. I don't want to do that no more.
I'll do it. I ain't trying this time. Not gonna do it. Oh.
You sure? What? That left eye got a Forrest Whitaker type of spirit. Anyway, thank y'all for coming. Comment below any topics that you want us to talk about. I love you. Any recent current events, any holidays that you don't think that we know about, now that you know about March 14th after Googling it, let us know below. Blow our minds. Give us some new stuff. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button so you are alerted when we have a new video.
Forrest Whitaker, huh?